Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to share just certain ways that prop firms hide consistency rules and like the language they use to really avoid calling something a consistency rule that actually is a consistency rule. Today we're going to look at these four accounts from My Funded Futures. As you know, it's a brand new year. Happy New Year to you guys. But with the new year comes price increases. So the expert plan that used to cost 165 now costs 227. The 100K is also higher, and so is the 150K. So this plan was one of the really true no consistency rule plans in the business where you can make as much as you would like and you can withdraw as much as you would like above the buffer. And, right here it says consistency rule no. Like there's no consistency rule. And this was one of those accounts that did cost a little more money, where it's like some plans are $50 and less than that, but this plan costs more. Like it costs 165, and the resets cost 165, and there was no like cheaper way. It was just what it was. But you got a lot of freedom with that. You were able to withdraw as much as you like. So if you made $20,000 in a single day, as long as you trade once a week or whatever they required of you, you'd be able to get your $18,000 payout in 14 days, as long as everything looked good on their end. Now they came out with the starter plan last year, which was it started off at $50, then it went to 80, and now it's 97. And starter plan again had a consistency rule. Did not have one in the evaluation, but it has one in the funded account. And 40% again is I think it's generous for a consistency rule. A lot of prop firms have consistency rules that are like 30%, 35%, 20%. So 40% consistency rule is not that bad. And what that means is if you make $500 today, with a 40% consistency rule, you would need to make $1,250 to get a payout. So that's not as bad versus like, let's say, a 20% consistency rule. If you made $500, you would need to make $2,500 to get a single payout, amongst other things. It's not just about the amount of money you make. It's also like minimum days, minimum profit per day, all these things. So prop firms and consistency rules kind of have gone hand in hand for years. But My Funded Futures offered one plan that really did not have any consistency rules, not in the funded, not in the evaluation. Now it's cool for a while, but it did cost you more money to use it. They brought out the starter plus plan and the milestone plan last year. I think they went away for a while. Now they're back as permanent plans with My Funded Futures. And as you guys can see, these plans do cost more than the regular starter plan. You also notice the starter plan no longer offers a 100K plan or a 150K plan. So, now we only have the 50K. I'm okay with that because I'm a fan of 50K accounts anyways. So starter plus plan, again, they advertise that there is a consistency rule in the evaluation stage. And there's not a consistency rule in the funded stage. And at first I'm like, oh, that's great. Like that's a really, affordable plan that does not have a consistency rule. And then you kind of keep reading and it's like, okay, no, there is a consistency rule. So again, how do you get paid? 5 minimum days, $100 per day. That is unfortunately a consistency rule. Telling you have to make a certain amount of money every single day. That is consistency. Also, on this account, you can only withdraw $1,200 per period. So again, that is a consistency rule. So they're telling you, yeah, you can make $10,000 in a single day in this account, but you cannot withdraw that $10,000. You can withdraw $1,200 for four pay cycles, and you have to keep earning in between payouts to get anywhere close to the 10,000. So that's a consistency rule. It is. Like they don't call it that, but it 100% is. So these are the two big ways I've seen prop firms in 2024 try to introduce consistency rules. without calling that, which is limiting your payouts. With Topstep, again, they advertise as well that they do not have a consistency rule in their funded accounts, but you are limited on how much you can withdraw. So like if you earn a certain amount of money, you can only withdraw half of it, and you have to still earn like $100 a day for 5 days or something to get a payout. These are consistency rules. They don't call them that, but they are. That's the definition of consistency, telling you to earn $100 a day for 5 minimum days to get one payout, then do it again, then do it again. That's the definition of consistency to me. Expert account is a good example of what no consistency truly looks like. With an expert account, if you make $100,000 in a single day, however you do it, I'm not sure how that's even possible, but you can withdraw it. You can withdraw the 98,000 in 2 weeks with this account, and it's not based on you trading for 5 days making $100. This is true no consistency, which is why that explains why these plans cost more. The milestone plan is another example where, again, it's like language, right? These plans are straight to funded, kind of like what Tradeify is doing. These accounts do cost more money. And if you look, you'll see that they actually have a very low consistency rule. So like 20%, meaning if you make $1,000 in a day, you will not get a payout until you make $5,000. And in that, remember, so you'll be above the $3,000 target, but you could only withdraw $2,000. So meaning if you make $3,000 and on one of those days you made $1,000, you're not getting a payout. You're not getting a payout until you make $5,000. After you make that $5,000, they're gonna give you $2,000. This is a really aggressive consistency rule, which is why I'm not a fan personally of straight to funded accounts. 20% consistency is, it's just the market doesn't work like that. You don't make the same amount of money every single day. This is not a job. So I'm not a fan of this. And if you look at even like the 150K version of this is where it gets like, this is egregious to me. They're telling you have to make $9,000 to get a $3,000 payout. What? Let's do the math on this, right? Like 9,000 times 4. This is to get to a live account, right? After 4 payouts, you get to a live account with the $4,500 drawdown. But to do that, they need you to make $9,000 or no, $36,000, and out of the $36,000, they're gonna pay you $12,000. So this account to get a live $4,500 into a static account, you're gonna have to make $36,000 in sim, and off the $36,000, they're gonna give you $12,000, and then you're gonna have to still pay the $665 to get into that account. So let's compare this to like an expert account, right? So $36,000, you're gonna be above the number where you get 100% of your payout. So 36,000 minus 3,600, which is their 10%, 90-10 split. You're at $32,400. Okay, and they're gonna give you 12,000. So minus 12,000. So yeah, they're gonna keep $20,400. That's crazy. I can't imagine why anybody in the world would get this account. And the way it looks to me is like they're pricing these plans to where they're encouraging certain plans and discouraging other plans. So yeah, like why would anybody do this? I can't imagine why somebody would. I mean, it's good for like if you want to challenge yourself to see if you could do it. But you're paying a lot of money just to challenge yourself, to me. 50K, again, to me, this is bad as well. I don't like the idea that you're going to try to earn $12,000. They're going to pay you $8,000. Because even with the 10% split that you would get on like an expert account, at least in this, it's only 10%. Right? If you think you can make $40,000 in the stock market, this to me, that's what I would do. Like I would go for expert, starter plus. The milestone plans, to me, it's just not something I'm interested in. I'm never gonna buy one. I can't see me buying one for any reason. Also, this 20% consistency rule is really low. So like, if you make $1,000 in a day, again, $5,000 you have to make to get a payout, which is not really a fan of that. This one to me again, they advertise no consistency. To me, this is a consistency rule. But this is not one that like is that bad to me. I can live with this. Like this is, it's whatever. I just wish they would stop saying that these plans don't have consistency rules, knowing that they do. If you guys want to use my code for any of these plans, Honest Prop Trader, you're gonna get the best available discount available on these plans. And let me know in the comments which ones you guys are planning on getting this year and what your plans are or goals for trading in 2025. But let me know what your thoughts are. I again think all these prop firms are hiding their consistency rules by calling them other things, but you have to be honest and just call it what it is. These are consistency rules, but let me know what you guys think.